Guten Tag and welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming. We're playing Football Manager 2019 with Kaiserslautern, Reuten Teufels up on the Betzenberg at the Fritz-Walter Stadium. Yeah, I think that's all right. Transfer window is slammed shut on us at midnight. We do need to adjust a few things. Let's check our finances here for a moment. At the moment, we still got 121,000 left, but we are currently spending a little bit more, so let's go ahead and adjust that down so we can make our payments. Is that enough? Barely. There we go. There we go. We spent every penny. Every penny. Didn't quite go the way we wanted. It went. Let's talk about the transfers. Oops, that's scouting. All right, transfer history. Players on the way out. You can see we found a home for Mr. Carlos Sickinger. Sold him. He just doesn't have much to offer. Actually, he went out on loan, I'm sorry. But we're trying to sell him. He's just, there's no real potential. He's not bad for where he is, but he's not good enough for where we are right now, and he's not going to get any better, really. So it was time to move him on. But we found a loan home for him for the moment. Maybe they buy him afterwards. We'll see. This one took me by surprise. We got an offer for $1.9 million for Neudecker. He's got a $2 million buyout clause in his contractor. So I turned it down, had to talk to him. I said, look, I really want you here. And he said, I want to go to a better team. You don't have a squad good enough for me. I said, give me time to put a squad around you. He said, no. I said, okay, well, if they can meet your minimum release clause, I can't do anything about it. They sat on it forever before they finally decided to make an offer for 2, which he took, and then sat on for a while longer just so I couldn't spend the money. You know what I'm saying? So we were waiting for all that to happen. In the meantime, we got an offer finally for Gino, $475,000. Went ahead and let him go. He went off to Armenia. I can't say it. Bielefeld? Beats me. Armenia. It's in Germany, oddly enough, but not Armenia. Anyway, so he went there, $475,000. I said, we got the $2 million for Neudecker. And then we loaned out Iosif Moradis. So that was our big money out. And we didn't get all of it. We owed a big chunk on Neudecker because we, again, when we got him, we got a clause in there that they would get a portion of the sale. And we owed him. When they want the sale, I don't think you should have to pay the loyalty fee. Somebody made the $2 million. It's not like I offered him out. So I think that's kind of annoying, but whatever. So we had to pay him $100,000, and then we had to pay a couple $100,000 to the other team, and then we were able to keep a little bit of it, but we did okay. Players in. Let's see. We've seen all of these. Hey, Matthew shows up now. I guess he showed up last time because we talked about him. We immediately took the money we got, and I had Yannick Huth here on my short list for a while. He is a goalkeeper, and there's a lot of green there. He is an instant step up for us from 2 stars to 4 stars, and he could still get a little bit better. They say he's a distributor as far as play style, which is great. Hopefully he'll help us build from the back as we need to, or at least not screw things up from the back as we've had sometimes in the past. He does rush out. He's decent on one-on-ones, good kicking, great composure, right? So and good anticipation. So I think he'll play pretty well for us. So that was what we got. Then while we're waiting for all of this to play out, we had to kind of sit for a little while before we knew what we wanted to do. There were a number of players I looked at, mostly mid-center because this is our mid-center pairing right there gone. And I wasn't really sure what we were going to have going forward. So at the moment, we'll talk about it in a second. So let's see. Hamza Rafia. He's got potential. He's only 20 years old. I hope he's got more potential than this. I hope this is just my scouts underselling him. But if not, he'll be fine for a year, maybe 2, and then maybe we move him on. They think he's going to be a good Mazzella. We're going to experiment a little bit with him, probably primarily in an attacking central role or advanced center field, whatever we want to call it, and not shooting because he's only got a finishing of 8. He does have a composure of 13, but his long shot's only 9. So shooting's not his strength. but he does have a 13 dribbling with a 13 agility, 13 balance, and some acceleration. So I'm hoping he can get in there and make some moves, get in close, dish it off to a striker or to one of our rampaging wingers and get some goals scored that way. That's the plan. We've yet to see him. You can see 131 was the date we signed him, and today is 1 February. So we had the contract offer out quite a while ago, but it just took this long to happen. So anyway, he's decent off the ball as well. He's not a vision guy. I mean, his anticipation's 9. His vision's 12. It's not bad. But mostly it's about people getting the ball to him, and then hopefully he makes something crazy happen, in the final third. So we'll see how that goes. At the moment, tactics-wise, let's look at schedule first. Let's look at that first. I don't remember how far we played before the winter break. We talked about FMing them. We must have played this one, right? You saw the 0-2 loss against Jan Regensburg. So then we played friendlies. We don't care. We just put in all the B team and let them go. And that's how that's worked, including we brought up our 2 strikers. Of course, from an injury standpoint, instantly we had injuries. If we take a look at medical, wherever that is, and season some injury history, instantly, Danny Menig, the very next day we brought him up, he got a torn pectoral. He's been out for 5 weeks. He's still out. He's almost back. And we had somebody else get injured. Let's look at date. Cruiser got injured. He was out for up to 2 weeks. He was out 11 days. Chure got injured as well for 4 days. It's just another day in the life. You can see our backup goalkeeper got a little slight one there, and Beata also missed a little bit of time with a cold. So, and Zook, but I think you've already seen him back. So, is what it is. Season summary overall: 2 players out 7 weeks, 1 out 6 weeks, a couple out 5 weeks, and of course, was supposed to be a starter. So, it's been tough. So tactics-wise, back to schedule. So we came back, and our first game before the transfer window slammed down was this one. What we did was we ran with Alphonse Amade, our loanee mid-center, and Bergman in the center. So Bergman is a playmaker, and Amade is a box-to-box. And Bergman pulled the strings in back and was spectacular. He just played really, really well. You can see they gave him an 8.3. They gave Amade a 9, but really it was Bergman that set everything up. The creativity of him was actually, oddly enough, a step up from Neudecker. I was really, really happy with the way it worked. And you can see he's got a vision of 15 and anticipation of 12 and good passing. His technique could use a little bit of work, but he works hard. It turned out well, and he's got good decisions. So it was a little bit of an eye-opener. Ultimately, Amade is only a loanee, so he's going to go. So we got to figure out what we want. And from a squad point, we've got a couple options. One, we've got the gentleman we just brought in, Hamza Rafia. We could run him as a Mazzala opposite Bergman's creativity and see what we get. We need to work on his finishing, but I think the potential's there. We can get that trained up. In fact, we might start working on that now just to hopefully get some of that. What if we train him as a Trequarista just to get the striking up? Let's do it this way. Let's go as a Mazzala support, and we'll start working on that. That's one option. The other option is we run Sven Ogden here. And Sven is also going to be really good, I think. He's resolute, and they say he's got 5-star potential. Got good stamina, good strength, great determination and decisions. He's brave. Anticipation's coming up. Vision's already a 13. His teamwork is good. He gets in the field somehow. We essentially have to see if we can find room for all 3 guys. The question is, how do we do that? At the moment, I mean, we could play him as a defensive midfielder as well if we really wanted to with the bravery. He's already a good tackler. That's a possibility. We're just going to have to figure it out. With the left-footed only, I like him on the left side of the mid-center, Bergman on the right side, and then we run Ravi? I got to learn names now. Rafia, up where we've got him right now. In fact, let's just go ahead. Heck with it. Let's just plan on that. Training, position role, mid-center. Let's just go attacking midfielder on attack for now and see what that does. Just kind of a generic central role up there. And then we run a striker of some sort. Now, this is where it gets complicated because we have two. We could continue to run Beata, and he can play attacking center or striker or out on the wings if we really wanted to. But he's only got a finishing of 10. He does have really good long shots, though, 14. So we'll have to see. He's 27 years old, though. We're going to maybe start to see physicals drop off. Maybe not. Maybe we sell him for the money. We have him under contract for another couple years, for maybe 2 more years. So we could maybe make some money. He's got a good value. We've got Mamadou here, who's been getting quite a bit better. He'll be a great target man at some point in the near future. And we've got Danny Menig here, who also is already got a finishing of 15. I haven't seen him play yet because of the injury. I thought about putting him in the list this time and subbing him, but he is still injured. I'd like to kind of hold off on that a little bit. I'll run him in the Pokal match next, which is the next match coming up. And we could just keep Beata till he's a little older. I mean, he's 17 years old now. If 2 more years, he'll be 19. We keep him here. He plays the subs, whatever we want to do. We'll just have to play with it. But I've got 2 good strikers too. So too many people as long as we have good wingers. So we have to figure that out. I'm not quite sure. But today we have Paderborn, who is somehow at the top of the table. They are in first place. Both us and Paderborn, are a game behind everybody else. So that could jump us up to 36 points, which would leave us in third place. Even a draw would put us in fourth place again because we'd win on goal differential. So we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, so today we're going to try the attacking mid-center rather than the 2 strikers. We've got Bergman here pulling the strings as an advanced playmaker. We probably don't need to run him as advanced. We could probably run him as a deep lying because we have Rafia there. And this guy's on. Maybe we bring him back. Let's slide him back just a scotch. Just a scotch. We've got plenty of other players that are going to be up, and let's try that. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's just on his last yellow. Malcolm, I still haven't seen much out of. He's dead consistent and dead average. Isaac, we re-signed to a new contract. His contract was up at the end of the season. People were approaching with into contract offers. He turned down a couple, and I just said we may as well wrap him up. And Cruiser signed his new contract. Okay, that worked well enough. Tunnel. A lot of coaches got fired. A little bit of wider. Happy that Hamza joined. Yeah, this is a lot of questions for a tunnel interview. Okay, good enough. Let's see what we got going over. Our first view of Rafia there was kind of a crazy pass. Sternberg really struggled to hang on to. Nerves. That's it, just nerves. We have to teach him a little Deutsch as well. We were looking at a couple African players, and he's the one we ended up with. As a rule, I really like African players. There we go. Beata's through. Big old pass. And the pace lets him down. The initial acceleration got him past, but he didn't have the pace to stay up, and he didn't have the finishing to put that thing away. Zook feeds it up. In the last game, by the way, we had 3 clear-cut chances and 1 half chance, and we've already got a clear-cut chance. From a chances standpoint, Bergman seems to be a fairly consistent step up. Clearly, on a stat-by-stat basis, he's not quite as good as Neudecker. See, that's why we traded him, because I still don't remember his name. But from a chances created standpoint in 2 matches, he's been, so far, that's our 4th clear-cut chance in 2 matches. since he's been in, which is consistent, which is good. Although I'm a little worried here. I think I'm going to drop us back to cautious. I mean, they are leading the league at the moment, so we didn't have any. I don't think at the beginning of the season, if you were asked, we would have said we had any thought at all of beating top of the table. Our defense is playing pretty well, though. They're working for it. Oh, it sneaks between Huth and their post. Own goal. Well, this is just Football Manager. This has nothing to do with his ability. This is just the game that has absolutely no idea how to play near post. I mean, why is he standing there? He's leaving just enough gap. It bounces off and into him. He should be right up against it. That's annoying, but we're still motivated despite that. Now we're inspired and motivated, hopefully. Not much is happening, though. I'm going to go ahead and knock this down to extended so I get a better idea of what's going on. And we'll do that for the second half. Dressing room. Let's take a look at tactics. Beata had the miss. He's playing a 6-3. Ghoul's worked up, so let's go ahead and put Malcolm in for now and just call it that for the moment, and we'll see what happens. Saying I think Beata's a better attacking mid-center than he is a striker. He works well kind of as a shadow striker because he's got a better long shot than he does finishing. But I guess we could put Mamadou up there and see what happens. Cruiser's been making mistakes today. 6.4, 6.3. I don't have anybody better to put in there. Well, hold on. That's not true. Let's make a sub. Hold on. He's not better. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop him back. Then, no, hold on. We're going to do it this way. We're going to pause. We go to tactics. Mahdi there. Rafi there. Mamadou there. He is right-footed. Let's go this way. Here, here, and false 9. Target man on attack. Now on support. Like that. Mazzala. Yeah, let's try that. See what we get. We're on extended highlights. Does it create any highlights? There's Raffia. Gets it out to Hemline. That's good. He holds it up. Wait. He doesn't wait. But we managed to keep it in. We got people back. We try again. Out to Cruiser this time. Cruiser feeds it all the way in. This is before we've made any changes. Beata to Raffia, and there we go. Now our tactical changes will take effect after my previous one worked. First goal of the season for Raffia. Cruiser makes something happen before he goes out. That's great. That'll really help with his... hopefully that'll help with his rating. Beata gets it over to Raffia. And like I said, Beata's a better playmaker than a player. Or than a scorer, I guess. Still just the one clear-cut chance. We haven't created anything else crazy. We're not really getting much in the way of shots, but neither are they. They've only had 7 shots, and 0 have been on target. Their one goal, remember, was an own goal against the goalkeeper. And at least it's a draw. So at the moment, that puts us in 4th. Leaves them in 2nd. We're motivated. Our body language is a little bit better than theirs. I don't really need to say anything with everybody green like that. Kind of hoped we were going to step in and take that one away. Antwi feeds it up. Zook takes it away, though. Gets it into Izik. Izik back to Sternberg. Izik back to Huth. Since he's a distributor, up to Malcolm. Malcolm, don't screw this up. Up to Amade. He boots it up to Beata, who is unable to win the header. Antwi comes screaming in, puts it off. Far right side, though. Just wide. Huth was there. Well, I thought that might be our chance, but Beata just launches it over. We'll take the draw. Like I say, 4th place is where I want to finish, so I don't really have any problems being here. You know, extra points are extra points. I won't argue, but... Antwi again into Duker. Huth manages to just pluck out of there. It's kind of a weak header. Let's do a praise. Huth pushes that one aside. Was he offsides? Must have been. We fit it in. Mamadou got there but was unable to maintain the hold after he stopped it from rolling out the back. Mahdi got taken out by Duker. They're charging in. They got people back. Oh, nothing we could do. There's too many people. Too many people. Let's do a demand more. I mean, despite the run all the way, our people all ran this way instead of running back. And Ritter just managed to beat his guy, who was Amade. But you know what? He's not supposed... Well, I take it back. He's supposed to be out there. He's supposed to be on the right. Fair enough. His guy, he got beat. Let's see. Can we score right after that? Malcolm, just get rid of it. That wasn't quite what I meant. Get rid of it to one of our guys would have been nice. But at least it's in their half of the field right now. Hemline, he's got a guy. Oh, he's unable to get to him, but Hemline gets the rebound and puts it away. We got lucky there. We both have a clear cut. The Paderborn one counted as a clear cut. Beata, all the way up to Hemline. Beautiful feed in. Well, no, it was actually a horrible feed in. It went all the way past to Asta, but it went right back to him, and he just took the shot. We got lucky there. I think that's what we can say there. Back up into 4th position with the draw, and we've got another highlight already. It goes back to the goalkeeper. Zingerle feeds it out to Hunemeyer. Back to Zingerle. Puts it up. Ingvartsen manages to get the header or bring it down and control it. Kraus. Antvi. Out to Asta. Unable to play it, but Antvi keeps it in and takes the shot. Oh, puts it off the crossbar. Huth made a dive at it. I don't know if he would have got that one or not. I think we leave us uncautious for the moment. They put 3 shots off the woodwork. Is this one ours? Sternberg, Zook, Rafia, up to Bergman. Got a little lucky to control that. Mamadou got it out to Amade. Unable to get to a guy. Rafia's got it though. Zook. I think that deflected off their player is going to be a corner. That thing was just a rocket. Zook goes all the way out to Hemline. Takes a step. Fires. Puts it wide right. Oh, blow the whistle, ref. We'll take the draw. Oh, Jesus. Isaac. Oh, he's always... It's an adventure when he touches the ball. With anything other than his head. We'll take it, though. We had a clear-cut chance. Shots were pretty equal. Shots on target were pretty equal. They did put 3 off the woodwork, though, so that's not quite maybe as accurate. They did control possession, despite us being cautious. But we'll take it. We will take it. No, I'm not disappointed in that. Come back and salvage a draw. I'm okay. I am okay with that. I say this was number 1 in the league, top of the table. We're a newly promoted side, just hanging on to 4th place. Look, we got three teams at 34 points. Just goal differential between us. Crazy. Kuther Firth, they fired their manager, but look, I mean, they've got a positive goal differential, despite the fact that they've lost twice as many games as they've won. Oh, yeah, lost 9, won 6. Lost almost as many as they've won and draw together, and yet still, they must have had some big wins in there. Let's take a look. Overview. Schedule. Senior squad. Yeah, 3-0, 3-1, 2-0, 4-1. And then they lose close ones. 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. Yep, that's it. A lot of 1-0 losses and some big wins. All right. Rafia makes his debut. Hemline on fire. On fire might be pushing it a little bit. And that is that. I've got the Pokal third round coming up. Don't expect to win it, so I figured we'd do this. I didn't expect to win this one either, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do yet. It's hard to tell how well this is going to work long term. I think what I want to do is this next match, I'm going to go ahead and run Danny maybe up here instead of Beata, do something like this and kind of see how that goes. Actually put somebody up there with some finishing and go like that for now. And we can run Beata to sub in for either of these guys if we need to, or we move this position in and put him up as a false 9 or something like that. We've got lots of options. I would also like to run Malcolm instead of Isaac. If he's going to be rolling out and distributing, I'd rather have somebody with slightly better passing. And I just mean slightly. Could run Oscar there too. That's not a bad idea. Let's give Isaac a game off. And let's run Ozdemer back there. And again, it's the Pokal. We're not expecting to win. We might as well experiment a little bit, play with some players, see how it's going to go. Something like that. And anyway, I'll be back in a few games and we'll let you know how it went. Cheers.